friends, welcome back to the studio. I'm Beatriz. For today's project, we're going to be making a wildflower car. Well, that was the original idea in this wildflower car, by the way. But as I was starting painting, it didn't always look like this. I took to another, and at one point it looked, which I took a picture and I will put it side by side. It was beautiful, it was good. But then I was like, what happened if we take it one step forward and we add ink? So then we ended up with a pen and ink. Pen and ink meaning as watercolor, which is the wash, and then the ink, the pen, is the ink. And it completely changed and made it more whimsical. You let me know at the end if you like it better with the ink or without it. Okay, let's get into it. Today's project is going to be a beautiful car made with wildflowers. I'm getting my little bit of a kneaded eraser. Kneaded erasers, you need them like this. And I want to light up some of my pencil marks because I don't want to be very, very precise. I just want to, this was just like for composition purposes to let me know where I'm going to put these wildflowers. Which ones are they going to be? Well, they're going to be a mix of black-eyed Susans. Well, at least that's how we call them here. And then the other ones are going to be purple coneflowers, also known in Chineas, I believe, something like that. Wildflowers. Well, because I don't think that they get the love that they deserve. And yes, they're beautiful. So, all right, I'm gonna leave it like this. This is my yellows. And we're gonna be using the Indian yellow and Queen Gold, but not Queen Gold. I think I have a little bit of Naples yellow there, but I'm not gonna be using much of that. And then in this other one here, I have permanent rose, I have magenta, and I have purple, and I also have neutral tint. So we're gonna be perfect using Let me start by getting Queen Gold, but thick. We're gonna put it like in the center of this flower. Then I'm gonna go with water and Indian yellow. And then we're gonna start making like the petals. And yeah, some of my pencil marks are gonna show. That's what I was trying to erase them, but that's okay. All right, so we put, I don't know if you can see, or you can tell, but I'm putting my color. I'm staying a little bit away from the center. I'm going back with the color now so it can spread. And then in this center here, look how beautiful that is. I'm getting some of the neutral tint, and I put the center here. And because everything is wet, I'm gonna let it do whatever it wants to do. I think it's lovely. Let's do another one here. Queen Gold. Like I said, I put it, this one I go with a lot of color on it. And then this other one, when I pick the Indian yellow, that's when I go lighter and more wet. I had to excuse myself, please, for my voice. I'm coming out of a cold. I'm feeling a lot better. However, I still can tell a little bit on my voice. It's a little bit annoying, actually, because I feel fine. But, all right, so now I go back into the wet area with the dark, the thicker Queen Gold. And now, again, we pick up the neutral tint. Maybe we can put it a little bit higher, and we'll let them do whatever they want to. Now, I could also go with a little bit of that, now that it's wet, and kind of make the Queen Gold and kind of make it go as if there are more petals. You don't have to, that's just something that you could do. Water. All right, now let's move on to the big flowers, the coneflowers. These centers, we're gonna be using the same, actually, 3 colors. I'm starting with my Indian yellow, and I go, you can put it all together, or you can go like tap, 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 like this, because sometimes that's kind of how it looks. Then I switch to my Queen Gold, and let's just go Oops, let's get more queen gold. Tap, tap, tap. And here we can go ahead and make it just like that. And yes, you guessed it, we're going to the neutral tint. Put it over here and then get it a little bit higher there. It's a little too liquidy. Let me see if I can pick up, because when this dries, it's gonna spread too much, and I wanted the dark area to show. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, good. Now, let's do the same thing with the, one more time, thicker queen gold. And let's just tap here too. Tap, tap, tap. Okay. Maybe a couple there. And, all right. I think that I'm gonna wait a little bit to put these ones till that one dries. So, let's just keep moving with the black ISOs. Let's go neutral tint so that I don't waste all the paint. Put the queen gold, and let's get the queen gold one more time. Here at the bottom, here at the bottom, and let's pick up. See, I love these ones because they're with a couple of strokes and you're already reading like flowers. I think that this is right enough. Let's just move to this. I mean, right now, look how beautiful they are. Yes, they're not your traditional flowers that you see in a bouquet. But look how beautiful these ones are too. They're joyful and playful. And now that we're gonna start bringing very, very diluted permanent rose. And now that I start gonna bring the pinks or purples, these are gonna look, the contrast between those two are just gorgeous. So wetted, very pale, meaning a lot of water. Then I'm gonna go and get it thicker. So less water, and while it's wet, we're gonna put some over there and let it spray wherever we want to. Some of them be also on the tips, so don't forget, sometimes we forget to put a few on the tips. Then what I want to do is like pick a little bit of the violet that I have there. It's really diluted, so let them come over here. And let's just help them a little bit blend. Again, this is very, very wet, so they're gonna continue to, let's get a little bit of the magenta. They're gonna continue to blend. As we paint others, you will see how they change. Okay, and we're gonna leave this alone. Maybe a little more water here. All right. Good. You know what? It's a little bit too. Let's just add a little bit of purple. It seems like my purple has disappeared. Let's just drop a little bit of purple here and there. And yeah, now I'll leave it alone. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Now just go with water. All right, queen gold. Now I like to do these cards, and again, you can if you want a truly to make a card, you can just get the watercolor paper that you're gonna use, say a 5x7. Well, then you double it, you make a 10x7, and then you fold it in the middle. And then voila, you get your card. And if you want to give it to somebody, then you can buy envelopes, because it's a standard size, so you will be able to find those envelopes. I'm going now with the neutral tint. Okay, now I'm gonna go with the Queen Gold, and I'm gonna even this up a little bit. All right, and this, getting the light, let's get it a little bit wider here. The light and the dark is giving us the 3D kind of form of being round. That otherwise it will be hard to, because I mean we're working in a flat paper there. So let's just bring some of that, and let's see, let's do the same thing here. This one still is a little wet, but bringing some of this dark is making them stand up from the edges. Still got wetter there. I'm gonna put a little, but not too many here. And yes, we go with the Queen Gold because it is a little too sharp. And here, because I wanted to go a little bit higher than what I originally draw, I went also with the Queen Gold and a little of our Indian yellow. Oops, I just put a big drop of water that left my brush. So yeah, that's the part, especially in the part that I was trying to get darker. Definitely wants to make me work extra. Well, if I got it there, let's bring it up a little there too. And now I had to have a transition. There it goes. It's just with water. Let's leave that alone. You see how beautifully they're blending? I could never blend that if I do it purposely with the brush. So let's get, we can go ahead and start painting this one. Let's wet. Well, actually, let's do it with the light magenta this time. I got too much water here. Another drop must have left my brush. Okay, magenta. Let's just get some of the very light violet. And let's get a little bit of the magenta one more time. Okay, so now getting together, and yes, now we go with the thicker paint. I'm bringing, no, I guess it's not too thick. Let's get a little bit thicker. Magenta, closer to the edge. Now, violet. Light it up, and then get a little bit on some of these tips. And we're gonna help blend some of this, but not a whole lot. And right now it looks very messy, and it will be a temptation to go and spread it all. But no, I just put in water, and then I want the water to do it for me because it always does it better. Okay, now all the wetness in the center is messing up a little bit with my center, so I fill that one up. All right, let this water do whatever it wants to do. I'm using a thin brush so that I can do this, because the wildflowers don't have very big stems. Usually they are just like thin and fragile. Well, they look fragile, but they're not. These flowers give so much food for our pollinators, like butterflies and bees. So and on top of all these pretty colors, you also get to see those little crickets. They are also beautiful to see. All right, let's put, I have wetness here and I have wetness here, so I had to be careful. I should have probably started there instead of there. Oh well. Now, there are several ways that you can do some of these leaves. I always like to make it one part that is a little bit darker than the other. Or you can bring a different, here like more of a bright yellow. I mean, a bright green that has a little bit more yellow. Our leaves are usually thin in the tip, and then let's just make this all together as one. Thicker over there. Let's make it a little bit darker here. And then just with water, we make it lighter. And it's giving us the impression that it's folding. You see that? Okay. Try to do the same thing there. And you know what? I wasn't planning to, but let's just put a little bit of, let's do a little bit of splash. The violet. Let's do a little bit of splattering here, as if it is some background, or other flowers are there too, who knows. Now, it doesn't look like much, but if we go now with water, it's gonna activate some of those. Okay, let's get some magenta too. And let's get a yellow, maybe maybe some of this quingle. Yes, I'm putting some of those on my leaves. That's okay. But if you don't want that, then what we can do is we can protect some of that with a piece of paper. Get some of those yellows that I was getting, and then tilt it a little bit, and then we spray. See how all the color that we added at there now is activated? I'm trying to put it away from my painting. Okay, well, I got all those colors, but this should be greenery here too. So let's just do one last thing. I'll cover this. And for this, I'm gonna just get some of the greens that I have here in my palette. Some say whatever they are. I think there is a mix of olive green and sap green. Okay. Now, a lot of things are happening here, so I'm gonna let this dry, and then I'm gonna show it to you. So our background is dry, and actually I'm gonna erase the marks, the pencil marks. Some of them are not gonna come out, and that's okay, but some of the ones are. And this one is actually being more whimsical than what I expected to be, because that's one of the good things about watercolor is they always give you a surprise, because like I said many times, that you are painting, but so is the water. So I was thinking about, because of all these beautiful things that they got over here, that I could darken the leaves. But now I'm thinking, what will happen if we do what is called pen and ink, which means we go with some ink, some markers. It will completely change the look of this painting. This is what I will do if it was traditionally, right? I will go with some of the dark, go with water, so that you get to see how, like, kind of before and after, right? One way and the other. And then in the comments, please tell me how you like it better. If you like it with ink or without ink. I need to dry these petals now. I'm gonna take the picture. I just saw that I did a big boo-boo. Look at this straight line. We should have something that it was coming up, or erase one of these. Actually, this one shouldn't have been there. Without that, this will be better. Should I try to see if I can take it out? Oh my goodness, this is gonna be a video about all kinds of different things. So one of them is, we're gonna turn this into a pen and ink. And we're gonna see how it looks on both sides. And now we're gonna also try to see, can we erase something with watercolor? Sometimes you can, sometimes you cannot, but we're gonna try. Now, let's start by saying that you can only do what I'm about to do if you are working on good cotton paper, otherwise you're gonna get a hole. I'm using this is my scrap paper brush, which is by Silver. It's called Silver Bristol, I think, and it's a bright. It's the series 1902. Now, all I'm doing is I'm bringing water. I'm working, as I say, I'm working on good cotton paper. So cotton is a natural fiber, so it needs to open, right? The fibers. We are allowing the fibers to open. So now that I have quite a bit of water there, I can go ahead and start scrubbing, like pushing hard. Now, I don't know, like I said, yes, yellow is a color that is light, but it's staining. Now, I'm coming with, and let's see, I'm taking it out, guys. I'm taking it out. Oh, maybe we're able to get away with this. Wouldn't that be something? Okay. And then I try to get, which is going to be a little bit harder because it's darker, the center. I don't care if all of this could be some of the petals of that flower that is next to it. I'm taking it off. Yes. Okay. A little bit more. Don't overdo it. Even with good paper, if I overdo it, I can end up with having a hole. I don't want to make a hole. Okay. Now all this area here is wet, so I'm gonna have to wait before I work over here, or I can dry. These are the ones that I have, but you can have any type of inks. But if you try to put the ink, which is this first, and then go with watercolor, you need to make sure that you're having waterproof ink. I'm not sure if this one is waterproof or not. However, it doesn't say so. So it probably is not. So if I go a little bit with it, and some of these stamps, and I'm not trying to be perfectly like whatever the thing is, just go around, skip some areas, because we're trying to be whimsical. Okay, and we're gonna get, so let's just say now we do our leaf. Let's do another leaf. Okay. Oh, I said, well, I can go here. And I'm gonna finish putting a few of these stems, and then I'm gonna switch to one that is a little bit thicker. Okay, let's just go to one that is bigger. So let's move on to 0.5. Maybe this is too much. Let's see. We can try here. It's okay. Let's pretend that we got a few things for the flower. Oh, I need to stay away from that. There's still a little bit wet. I forgot about it. I love that. So for this one, I'm gonna go back to the thin one. Just go a little bit like that. And I really like that one as well. So same thing. This one, let's already go because, like I said, it's too even. It was too even, so now we can break it up. And can you see the difference already after removing the other one that was seeing like a train? Now we got like two, and then these three like that. That little opening out there have changed the composition for the better. All right, we were having some of this going around, and now let's just move on to this. I don't want to go, well, let me go 05. I think I have a 08. Let's do a thicker one for here. What do you guys think so far? It's how it's changing. Like it? Don't like it? I hope you don't hate it. Okay. And okay, close that one out. Let's see, like this one is lifting, and this one is coming down. Oh, how about that? See how that changed? It changed in a nice way. We can put a tip in there, and now let's just lift this one up. I'm not gonna close it over there. It's just gonna come over here. Because this type of flowers kind of tend to have the lips kind of droopy. But I can close this. Oh, just giving. Okay. This one I can kind of close it up. What do you guys think? And maybe we can give it a little bit of a thicker stem. I forgot to do something with this lovely. Oh, because I was trying to stay away from, that's why. But now, making this a little bit bigger, you see what I did? I put the darker here, so I put my eye here and take it away from that little bit, which is, it doesn't erase completely. It has a tiny little bit of yellow that's still up there. Okay. I'm gonna go a little bit, and if I go over there, I can come a little bit inside too. Let's pretend that's one that is hiding in there. Wow, look at this. What do you think? It is changing it, that's for sure, but I like it. All right, let's just lift this one more time. Let's bring the Black Eyed Susan in front of that one. So this one is behind. Let's make this one in front and this one behind. Okay. Wow, nice. Just put, since we're having this one here, this one is going to be like a little flying around. Oops. What do you think? Maybe I overdid that a little. Let's switch to a 5. One that is not so thick. And again, let's go over so it's not all even. I mean, outside the lines. And pretend like there are 2 of them. We can actually darken a few of these ones. I like those a lot, so I'm gonna leave them alone. Let's put a little bit of here. Just to be playful. And can put one here too. Ooh, these ones I do want to go with the bigger one. Okay. And whoa. What did you guys think? So let's just remove all these yuckiness. See how our card looks. It's a lovely, whimsical card. Let me do a close-up. Look how pretty it is. I love it. I really like it. Well, maybe I say I'm gonna leave it alone, but maybe we should ground this a little bit. Let me know in the comments how you like it better, the first version or the second one. But about everything else, I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. I hope you have a lot of fun just like I did. Let me know if you like this type of videos where you are, you see me thinking, pivoting in front of the camera, or if you prefer that I just stick to the plan. Anyway, I hope you give it a try. And then you have as much fun doing them as I did when I was doing it for you. I'll see you next time.